Hola, hola pinche losers, hola, bienvenidos a mi canal. If you're new to my channel, hola, como tu ta? And if you have been here before, hola, como tu ta? I cannot believe that I'm finally recording this video. Yeah, we had a lot of life changes over here. A lot of life changes. My background is a little different because I, for one, moved out of my mom's house, so I have my own apartment. Yay me! So yeah, you're gonna see the background be a little different. Sorry if you see my black curtain. Like I said, I just moved in. I've only been here a month, so app is gonna be everywhere. It's not fully decorated to the way I want it to be yet, but that's okay. But that's not really the point of this video. The point of this video is that I'm having a baby. Yes, you heard that right. I am having a baby. Just a disclaimer, I am recording this at almost 36 weeks pregnant. I'll be 36 weeks tomorrow. And by the time you guys see this, it won't be out until the baby's actually born. Like I said, almost 36 weeks, so I'm almost 9 months pregnant. I'm literally right at the end. And I've been meaning to record these videos weeks ago, but here we are. So if you see my face or anything, me looking a little chunkier than usual, that is why. But yeah, so let's just get right into the video. I'm pretty much just gonna talk about how I found out I was pregnant, why I hid, I hate saying that, but why I hid my pregnancy, and how my first trimester went. And then in a separate video, because I don't want this video to be super long, I'm going to talk about my second and third trimesters and how that has been, basically. Start with how I found out I was pregnant. I found out 5 days before my birthday last year that I was pregnant. I just kind of had like a, I guess you could say an inkling. I don't really know, but just something felt off. And I felt like, I don't know, I really don't know how to explain it, but I just felt some way, somehow that I was pregnant. Like, I really don't know how to explain it. So basically what happened was I took one test. My period was late only by a day, literally one day. Okay. Usually my homegirl is not late at all. For the, up until I got pregnant, for the past like 6 months, it was like spot on. So that's how I knew there was a little something going on, because I was like, I don't even, like, y'all know what PMS is. I was like, I don't even feel the symptoms of PMS. Like, I don't even feel like I'm about to get my homegirl. Like, I didn't feel like she was coming to visit anytime soon. So that's pretty much how I knew. But anyways, so it was like a day late and I took a test. I took it wrong. Don't really ask me what that means. Just know I took it wrong. Or maybe it was too early. I don't know. But I took it and it said it was negative. So I was like, all right, cool. Cool beans. Homegirl's just showing up to the party a little bit late. But then I went to work that day and I'm like, nah, I don't believe that. Like, I was just like, no, a part of me just didn't believe it. So I was Googling like how to take a pregnancy test and like what's the right way to do it, basically, because like I said, I felt like I was taking it wrong anyways. So it had, I was reading a few articles and one of them has said wait at least 3 days before you take another test to see if you really are pregnant. And it says something about use your first day's urine, if that makes any sense, before you take the test. Basically, you know how when you get up in the morning and you have to use the bathroom? That's when you should take it. Basically, that's what they were saying. That specific urine, that's the one that you need to use because it has the most concentration of the HCG hormone, which is the hormone that pregnancy tests test for to see if you are pregnant. So basically that. So I was like, all right, cool. So I think I took it on like a Tuesday or Wednesday, and I was like, all right, I got 3 more days. And on that 3rd day, which was a Saturday, 5 days before my birthday, I woke up early in the morning. One, I had to go to work, but I woke up early in the morning and I had 2 tests and I took them, obviously. And I was just super nervous, but in a weird way, I feel like I knew what the results was going to be. I really can't explain it, but anyways, so I took the test and you have to wait, like, at least the one that I took, it said wait 3 minutes before you look at the final results. So I look at the results at like a minute and a half. I set a timer. I look at the results at like a minute and a half, and I was like, I was shook, basically. And I was like, you know what, you're psyching yourself out. Relax, wait the 3 minutes. Espérate, okay? Wait. And we gonna see. So the 3 minutes pass. I get up from the toilet to wash my hands and look at the test. And 2 bold ass lines appeared. And that meant I was pregnant. And I remember looking at it and I was like, I think I literally did that with my face. I was like, oh, okay. Like, that's all I kept saying was okay. Interesting. But it was too like real. Like, you could not, like, normally sometimes I've heard stories of people when they take pregnancy tests, it'll be like one solid line and then one like faded line, or you can't really tell if it's like for real or not, so you got to take like 10 other tests. No, mine were like bow, like boop, girl, you pregnant. So I was like 2 dark ass lines, and I was like, okay, well, look what we have here. I didn't really soak it in like at all. I told my boyfriend. He was very calm. He was like, okay, cool. Like, he was just cool as a cucumber. And I'm over there crying, freaking out. Like, oh my God, what the heck? Like, it was just a trip to me. I told my mom, same thing, cool as a cucumber. I'm the only one over here anxious, crying, getting ahead of myself. But all in all, they were both like happy. They were both okay with it, obviously. And they just was like, we support you through this journey, whichever way you choose to go about this. And yeah, so that's how I found out. It wasn't until after that I realized the signs and symptoms that I had of pregnancy. Like, for one, I was really tired, but I thought I was just tired because I'm always tired. No, I was tired, okay? Tetas were sore. My twins up here, they were sore, very sore. And I was like, maybe that's just a sign of my period coming, but it wasn't. Like I said, I was tired. I felt one little wave of nausea, but I didn't really think too much of it because I thought it was just because I got up too fast or something like that. I was gaining weight and I was like, why am I not losing weight? Like, why? I was gaining weight. So those are really the major signs that I was pregnant, but I kind of ignored them because a lot of those signs are actually things that happen to me when my homegirl is coming. I gain weight. I can be very tired and very like sluggish and slow because, you know, your body's going through a lot. So I thought, okay, maybe that's just like my body preparing for my homegirl to come visit. No, baby. It was preparing for a baby. That's what that was. So yeah, that's basically how I found out I was pregnant. Sorry if that was all over the place, but basically I just found out a few days before my birthday, and it was just like, it was what it was. Now let's talk about my first trimester. And I have notes on this. My first trimester was a disaster. Basura. 0 out of 10, don't recommend. First trimester was disgusting. Not disgusting, disgusting. Okay, it was awful. I was super, super, super sick. Now for the first like 4 or 5 weeks, I was okay. Then after like 6 weeks, all went downhill for me. Like the nausea was insane. Insane. And I had went to the emergency room. I'm not even lying to you guys. I went to the emergency room. I counted about 9 times in the first 13 to 14 weeks of my pregnancy. 9 times. There was 1 week where I literally counted. I went every other day. So I went Sunday, didn't go Monday. Went Tuesday, didn't go Wednesday. Went Thursday. Like, it was bad. And there was one day that I actually didn't even get seen at all because the ER was so packed and they were so like busy that I just left because I was like, I'm not about to sit here all night and wait for a bed. Like, I just can't do it. It was horrible. That morning sickness was horrible, and it lasted up until I was almost like 5 months pregnant. It was for the first full half of my pregnancy. It was it was awful. I think it pretty much went away when I was about 16 or 17 weeks, but it was didn't like it, not a fan. So bad that I got admitted to the hospital for 2 days. I stayed from Wednesday to Friday because I was throwing up everything. I couldn't even keep water down. I was throwing up food, I was throwing up water, I was throwing up every single thing that entered my mouth. And even though morning sickness is normal, it's not normal to be throwing up like your whole life. It was so frustrating. It was the worst. That was like the weakest I've ever felt in my life because my body was so drained. I was so anxious. I was actually depressed. I was anxious. I was just weak. I was super even more tired than I already was because I basically had no energy. Nothing was staying in my body. Like, my body wasn't able to absorb anything. It was awful. And I had to go to the ER so many times because of it. It was literally the worst thing ever. I was also severely constipated. I don't know if that had to do from throwing up or the medicine that I had to take to help me to stop throwing up or everything involved, but I was severely constipated. There was there was a point in time where I did not have a bowel movement for 10 days. 10 whole days I counted. Do you know how unhealthy that is? You know how bad that is? That's horrible. That's absolutely horrible, but it wasn't anything that I could do. Like, I just did not feel like I had to go for 10 whole days. And I really had nothing in me to get out. So I don't know. But it was so bad. Like I said, the medicine I was taking I can't remember the name of it, but to help me with my nausea, they did say could cause constipation, and constipation in pregnancy, especially in the first trimester, is definitely very common. Cool, but I didn't think it was going to be that bad. I think the constipation was probably, other than the nausea, like the worst part of the pregnancy. I was extremely irritable, extremely sensitive because of everything I was going through, and just in general, I just was a mess emotionally. I still am, but it was so hard. It was so hard. Like, I was just like, everything irritated me, and then I wanted to cry about everything. Like, if my boyfriend didn't like touch my leg, I would be like, why you don't want to touch me? Like, it was I was a mess. Like I said before, I was super anxious. I was also very tired and weak. 1, in general, and 2, because of everything that I was going through. They all just kind of played off of each other. This first trimester messed with me so bad physically that it really messed with me mentally as well. It was not good at all. I didn't take certain smells. There was like a good few days where, of course, I would take a shower, of course I would wear deodorant, but I did not put on perfume because my perfume, no matter which one it was, smelled like crap to me, smelled like mierda, and I just couldn't take it. There was like a good week or so that I just couldn't take it. I couldn't take other people's smells. I couldn't take the garbage smell. Oh my god, the garbage. First of all, garbage in general obviously does not smell good. You know what I mean? But like, it was like extra strong. Like, I felt like I was like inhaling it. Like it was bad. All the way bad. Food was repulsive. I don't know if it's from hormones and like your taste buds or whatever changing or whatever the hell, or if it's because I was throwing up a lot, but food in general was repulsive. My mom made her baked macaroni because I was craving it, and my mom's baked macaroni is beautiful. I ate it and it tasted horrible, and I knew that it didn't taste horrible, but it just, to me, it tasted so bad. And like I said, I don't know if it's because of me throwing up a lot, but it was disgusting. And I felt so bad, and I think I threw it up, and it wasn't her fault, obviously. Like, her baked macaroni is amazing, but not that day. Not that day. But when I had it again during Thanksgiving, it was amazing. But it was messing with my taste buds. Like, nothing tasted good. I'm a sweets kind of girl. I love my sweets. I love my chocolates, cakes, all of that. Couldn't have any of that. It was disgusting to me. Bless you. My cat keeps sneezing. Bless you. Anyways. But everything was nasty. Even bread, I was like, don't like it. Like, everything was just atrocious. Just atrocious. So yeah, basically that was my first trimester. It was, like I said, it was the hardest thing physically I ever had to go through so far, and it was messing with my mental a lot. My hormones were everywhere. I was super emotional, super tired, super weak, irritable, sensitive, nauseous, constipated. It was a disaster. Plain and simple. It was a disaster. It was really hard for me to enjoy being pregnant and bask in the fact that, oh wow, I'm carrying life. Like, it was not a fairy tale. It was horrible. It was so bad that I was one of those that was like, yo, I'm never doing this again. I am never doing this again. This is one and done. One child. I'm good to go. God done showed me what I needed to be shown. That's it. That's it for me. I lost, I want to say 12 pounds in the first trimester from all the throwing up that I was doing. I lost 12 pounds. So I had gained around like 3 to 5 in the very beginning. Excuse me. And then because of all the throwing up, I lost 12 pounds. So there was that too. I lost weight, which is also normal during your pregnancy, especially the first trimester. It just obviously depends on like how much weight you lose. But yeah, so that's what I had to go through. Why didn't I say anything? Why didn't I post about it? Why didn't I talk about it? By the time y'all see this video, like I said, my child will already be born, and there's still a lot of people at this moment that don't know that I'm having a baby, and I like to keep it that way. And me posting this is actually going to be the first time that I've even like talked about it on camera, talked about it on any social media, anything like that. Basically, I didn't say anything because I wanted to keep it Kylie Jenner style. Period. I did not want people to know. Also, I was extremely sick, like I mentioned, in the first trimester. So filming and doing all of that was just not something I was thinking about. And then when I was feeling better, I did consider, okay, now I could start documenting. But then I was like, no, I mean, I've already kept it private so far. So I kind of wanted to just continue to keep it private. And I just was like, I don't really owe nobody nothing. I don't owe nobody no explanation or nothing. I don't have to tell people if I don't want to, or I don't have to tell certain people. And I really just once I started feeling better, I really just wanted to focus on that and focus on improving my health. And it took a few months for me to like improve my health after the first trimester. Get my body back hydrated, get my body back on track, because we went through a lot for like 10 weeks straight. So I really just wanted to focus on that and focus on my baby and you know, honestly, keeping it private and having a more private life has just been better. And I feel like I've been able to enjoy my pregnancy a lot more and not really deal with the outsiders and the opinions of others. And just, it's just, I don't know. It's just like, honestly, the same reason why anybody would want to keep a secret. It's just, is more just for you and your family and what you want to do. And it just, I don't know. It just felt right. It just was something I wanted to do. It was something that I had started getting used to doing. Like I said, the fact that I didn't say anything. So I really just wanted to keep that to myself for the time being and just really try to enjoy and bask in the pregnancy and become healthy and bond with my unborn child, because it was so bad in the beginning too that once it was good, I just wanted to focus on that and have that with me and my family. That is it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what kind of mommy content you guys want to see from me. I already kind of have a list, but yeah, just let me know what you want to see. I'm very excited for this new chapter, this new journey in my life. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I will see you guys in my next video. I will see you guys. Besos.